Rubel from Love to Color My World, and I'm here to take you on a tour of my studio. Come on in. We're going to start right here. This is not quilting related, but this is how I keep track of all the birthdays in our family. My sister made this for me. And then because I don't have a lot of tall wall space in here, I just chose to hang one of my improv quilts down below it. Then over here we have the newest addition to the studio, which is my mom's sewing table from when I was a little kid. They recently moved, so I inherited it, and for the moment it's going to be used as a desk for one of my kids while we homeschool during coronavirus. Come on in a little farther. So this was the big project for this week, was sorting all the fabric. We moved for a year and my fabric was just in bins, and so I got some help from my kids and sorted them into different colors. So I've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark blue, and purple. It's not folded because that's just not practical for me, but it's all organized by color. Once we start shopping again out in public, I'll go back and get some more of these drawers to do a couple more on top, but for now I've got these bins as well. Then in this corner, my studio also serves as our second guest bedroom, and right now we're missing some screws for the futon, so it's just laying flat on the ground, but it will ultimately be against the wall in couch form. And then right here we've got my desk. This is where I spend most of my day, working on pattern writing, pattern proofing, and various other things on my computer. I was very lucky to pick this desk up in Florida from my friend Sarah, and I've been enjoying the big space that it has. And we move along to my ironing corner. Don't look too closely at my ironing board. I need a new cover, but I've got some artwork up on the walls. This is one of the first mixed media projects I ever did. It's a quilt block about my church summer trip with our youth group. It shows all the things we did there. A piece of art that my best friend Kathy made for me, and then a mini that I did in a class with Gwen Marston. Then over here, got all of these bins. Now, I used to use these for fabric, but I switched to the bigger drawers for now, so at the moment, these are all different projects. I've thought about labeling them, but for now it just becomes a bit of open one up, and I guess that's what I'm working on for today. So keeps everything contained and neat as opposed to piles on the floor. And then we come over to the sewing area. I've set my table up to be double-sided. I've got a little sewing machine over there, my travel, and then my main Janome right here. And I've got all my thread handy there as well, so I can sew from either side, or one of my kids can sew if they'd like to as well. Right here is the quilt that I'm working on machine quilting at the moment from my Star Crossing quilt along. And then at the end of the sewing table is my cutting table. It's just an 8-foot table from Target, and so I've got my big cutting mat, a second cutting mat. There I've got some of my mask fabrics and cutout masks there at the end, as well as my rulers. I've got my big design wall here. Got a couple projects that I'm working on right now on it. And then over here is where I keep my larger yardage of fabrics in these cupboards right here. You can see neatly folded at the moment. And then my little library of books. So my office is actually it's the bonus room over our garage, so it's wonderful because it's this huge space, but at the same time it's got challenges with not having any tall walls, which is why this is where my design wall is, and then funny little closets, which we won't be going in today. So thanks for coming along on the tour, and have a great day.